Hey y'all, it's Dr. Tiffany. I hope you're all doing well. So today we began our Regeneron infusion clinic. So what is Regeneron? Is a monoclonal antibody. So what is a monoclonal antibody? Simply put, a monoclonal antibody is something that it's basically you can take away the monoclonal. It's basically an antibody tailored to attack COVID. It binds to the spike protein on COVID. So you have COVID circulating around in the bloodstream, with the spike protein here, it's represented by the pointy part of the pen. And basically, when you get an infusion of monoclonal antibodies, it puts a bunch of them in, and they find the free viruses, and they bind them. So now the viruses just bump around. They're rendered inert by this. What it does is it clears out all the circulating viruses for a short time in the bloodstream, and slows down viral replication. This doesn't cure COVID, but it gives it a time. It gives the immune system a time to catch up and keep pace and produce its own antibodies. So what it's for is when you're positive for COVID or you have symptoms and you're at risk for progression to severe COVID, that's when you can take it. There's several criteria. You have to have one of the following conditions as a general rule. Things like diabetes, COPD, uncontrolled hypertension, autoimmune disorders, things like that. There's a full sheet on. You can just Google Regeneron criteria, or you have to, and there's a full sheet on it. Also, elderly, 65 and older. So obesity, I believe, does count as well. So, but what you do is you give it while people have mild COVID, but are still early in the disease progression. So if you've been more than 10 days since the symptoms start, it won't work. Also, you can't give it to severe COVID because it causes it to actually accelerate. And that can cause serious injury when you do that. But mild to moderate COVID, it reduces your risk of hospitalization and death by around 80 up to 80% in the target populations that I listed off. It can be given prophylactically at times too. There are criteria for that. So I have all that on paper in my office. I don't. That's why we have reminders. So I don't have to memorize them because otherwise you forget other important things. So, but yeah, if anyone needs such a thing in the North Louisiana area, Dr. Tiffany and Urgent EMS, we got your back. Love you all. Stay safe.